Day show live, your ticket to accelerating IT transformation through backup. I am Paul Garandelli.
And I am Michael Wilke.
Michael, this is insanity. We have officially, I think, hit the road jack, right? Have we not?
This is the ultimate roadshow.
Yeah, I mean, here we are. We're live in Vegas. It's EMC World 2013. This is, I got to be honest with you guys, all right? This is my first time at EMC World, and I'm a little bit blown away. I mean, we've got open bars, gourmet food, superheroes running around, robots talking to people. We got a masseuse on the loose over there. Everybody's got their favorite adult beverages. Why didn't you tell me this 6 months ago? I would have said yes. Like that. No, seriously. I mean, it is a spectacle, but I'm sort of sensing that there's also a serious side to this as well.
Well, there's definitely a serious side. You know, it's probably a lot of EMC World veterans in the crowd tonight, but certainly, you know, those who have been here before know that, you know, this is EMC's premier event for customers and partners who come in from around the world. So it's a mixture of interacting with their peers, interacting with product guests, product experts, and we like to have a little bit of fun along the way as well.
Yeah, and as you can see, we have a studio audience here, and what's great is that we're not just broadcasting live to you guys, but we're going sort of out and beyond the borders.
We are. You know, the old adage, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. This is actually the one exception to that, because we're actually streaming this segment to the EMC Community Network, so any of your colleagues who weren't fortunate enough to make the trip can watch it live on the Community Network and later on in recorded version. So maybe they'll be able to see you. We'll make sure you get the link so they can show them that you're on TV.
So you have to behave. I mean, we're getting some serious streaming. We got our Twitter going on, right? Finding Facebook, linking up left and right. So it's all good there. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the studio shows before, really the idea here is to think of a backup not just as a defensive tactic, but really an offensive strategy that can be a game changer.
Yeah, right. So, you know, for those who have maybe caught one of our previous shows, you know, what we're really trying to talk about is the fact that backup and archive matter, not just in the obvious sense, but from a transformational sense. That fundamentally, if your backup and archive solutions aren't moving as fast as you or your business want to move, then it's going to slow you down. So we think backup and archive are fundamental underpinnings to that transformation strategy. And so we're talking to customers. We have got a great customer coming up here in a second. We're talking to product experts, analysts all week to share their experiences and advice on how to accelerate your transformation.
I think we're ready to get the ball rolling, so shall we bring in our first guest? Leslie, if you would do the honors, please. Nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Michael, you do the honors in the introductions.
I'll do that. So I would like to welcome to the show Robert Dillard. Robert's the Associate VP of Technology Services for Healthcare Realty. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you on board. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, we're going to do an interview, but before we do that, we do want to incorporate you guys, the studio audience, so you can be a part of this as well. Let me put it to you this way. You ask a question, you get free stuff. I mean, right? It's not our first rodeo. Come on. So I'm going to come out there and see what you guys have to say. And what are we giving away, Michael? Is it this down here?
No, well, we're giving
duffel
away
bag.
Oh, the duffel bag.
Duffel bag, yeah.
All right. So what do you say we start with polling question?
Polling question would
All
be
right.
good.
You guys ready? You got your little
Take
things
your
there?
key
See,
bags.
while you guys answer the questions, I'm going to steal your beer or wine. All right, so just I'm letting you know that right now. All right, we're going to do our first polling question, if you will. Put it up there on the board, and you guys will have 10 seconds to answer. Here's our first question. Why are you watching this show? 1, I'm interested in backup and archive. 2, I'm here for the t-shirt, and it better be free. 3, I was tired of walking, and these chairs looked awesome. And 4, I'm lost. All right, the clock begins now. Put in your answers. And remember, if you got a question later on, you're going to win a free duffel bag. All right, Leslie's over there. She can help you out. She'll find you. Let me know where you are. All right, is our 10 seconds up? I believe it is. There's our answer. Number 1,
Wow.
tied.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Are you serious? He doesn't believe it either. I'm interested in backup and archive, and I'm here for the free t-shirt. All right, so it was neck and neck.
That's an honest answer.
It is. Should we do one more?
That one's serious one.
We're going to do one more polling question. This one, I sense, will be maybe a little more legit. You think so? What do you think?
I hope so.
Yeah, he hopes so. All right, I'm right there with you, brother. Where are you in your transformation? 1, haven't even started. 2, 25%. 3 halfway there, 4 almost done, and 5 finished. The clock begins now. We're counting down. I see these guys you guys are doing a good job. Very nice. Leslie did a great job explaining. All right, here's our answer. The question, where are you in your transformation? And the winner is, wow, I'm kind of surprised by this, 4 almost done. Gentlemen, what's your take on that? At 28%, by the way.
28%.
Yeah.
So that's a great question to actually kind of kick off the conversation with Robert, who's gone through quite a bit of transformation with his business. But first, maybe let's ask a quick question. What is Healthcare Realty? Because to me, it sounded like 2 merging of different industries. I'm going, is it healthcare, is it real estate?
Well, really, it's kind of both. Healthcare Realty, we're a publicly traded REIT, or real estate investment trust, based in Nashville, Tennessee. And we've been on the New York Stock Exchange for about the last 20 years. And our business is focused primarily around owning and managing medical office buildings. So we focus on healthcare-related real estate.
So you guys have gone through a fair amount of transformation. So, I mean, do you buy into our premise that, you know, backup and archive matter? I mean, you know, it must have been something that, you know, you felt was necessary to change. Maybe you can talk about that process.
Yeah, definitely. We bought into it philosophically, and we definitely pulled out the checkbook.
We like that.
So for us, it was, as we were looking at backup and recovery, it was something that really, was holding us back. So the business had a lot of needs and a lot of solutions that they needed us to bring to bear. But it's our backup solution really wasn't able to keep up. And from a compliance standpoint, if we can't back it up, if we can't protect it, then we really shouldn't be implementing it.
You may have to ask him to come to me because of
we
the
have to
feedback.
prove that we're able to back it up. And our old solution, honestly, was kind of a hodgepodge. It wasn't a single solution, but it was a hodgepodge of multiple solutions.
Different things.
So being able to prove exactly, yes, we can back up this system, and to show that to auditors kind of was a pain point for us. And then to be able to effectively execute that strategy.
Against it. So we always say, when you're kind of attacking that transformation challenge, it's like pick the biggest headache, pick the biggest pain point, and start there. Kind of what was your biggest pain point that sort of pushed you over the edge?
Yeah, for us, our biggest pain points really were SQL and Exchange, just the amount of time it was taking us to back up those systems. And we really were having to use, as time went on, a hodgepodge of systems that we were kind of piecing together to back up those systems.
So, Michael, I do have a question from a gentleman in the audience. I'm going to have you come right over here because we don't want to get the feedback with the speaker. Thank you for being a good sport. What is your name?
Arcadius Comanda, I'm with UPS.
What's your question to Robert?
EMC has multiple solutions, and as we know, there are other competitive solutions. Which backup solution did you choose to meet those, really constrained short windows to back up and recover?
Okay, as far as the solution that we chose, all of our data is located in our 2 data centers, one being in Nashville, one being in Denver, Colorado. And so as a result of that, we chose Networker and Data Domain. Networker to manage the backups, Data Domain as the target specifically for the deduplication capabilities, as well as the capabilities that DD Boost brings to bear. Avamar, is great for a decentralized type environment, but for us, Networker really fit our business model and our IT infrastructure.
So we have 2 minutes left before we have to go to a commercial break. We have another question? Sir, can I have you step over here real quick? Just because I don't want to get feedback. Watch out for the beer. That looks like a full one and it looks really good. I feel like I'm at Wrigley Field or something. So what is first your name?
My name's TJ Harlem.
TJ, what's your question?
So with all these backup and archive strategies, especially over the WAN, how do you feel about recovering? Isn't that a big issue to recover over the LAN? Does it take hours?
Well, for us, with all of our data being located within our 2 data centers, we're really not recovering over the WAN. We deliver all of our customers' information out of our 2 data centers, and so the backups occur in the data center and the recoveries occur in the data center. So for us, it's backups literally with this solution we reduce sometimes from days down to a matter of hours, and recoveries have been reduced literally potentially from sometimes 24 hours for pulling tapes and things like that back on site and affecting the recovery down to, typically a 10-minute recovery now something that we think is a long period of time. It's
Right.
simply a matter of very
You ready
short
for a
number of
question?
minutes.
Right, that's the awesome thing about deduplication. It not only solves the problem on the backup, but you're moving less data on the recovery as well.
that's right.
Michael, I actually have one more question, and our producer's granting us a little extra time so we can extend it.
Oh, okay.
Sir, tell us your first name,
Yaver.
and what is your question?
So you started off the conversation by saying that you were having problems reporting that systems were backed up. So what are you using as a reporting mechanism to show that backups are done?
What are we utilizing for a reporting mechanism?
Like DPA or network reports or?
Yeah, we're utilizing the reports that are built into Networker, and it comes with a very robust report set that honestly our auditors have been very happy with. And once we implemented that solution and started producing that report set to them during our audits, they never asked another question.
Awesome, great
Good
job.
question, yeah.
Now I am getting some serious talking in my head. It's not my wife asking me to do the laundry, it's the producer saying we got to pay some bills. So we're going to do that. Okay, we're going to come back for one more segment. Don't go away. Another chance to win some prizes. We're going to take a break. Right after these quick messages, we're live in Vegas, EMC World 2013.
When you don't transform your backups keep failing, and you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, you try to relax. When you try to relax, you fall asleep and sleepwalk. When you fall asleep and sleepwalk, you wake up in a biker bar and have to join a gang. When you have to join a gang, you get a large tattoo of your new gang girlfriend's name on your neck. Don't get a tattoo of your gang girlfriend's name on your neck. Transform your backup with EMC.
We are back. I'm Paul Garangelli, live in Vegas, EMC World 2013. We got a great studio audience. Are we having fun yet, studio audience? All right. Michael, one more polling question, you think?
Yeah,
Does
one
that sound
more.
good? You up for that? Okay.
Sure.
Let's go to the big board over here on the right-hand side. We're going to do one more polling question. What is the biggest factor in determining your purchasing decisions for backup or archive solutions? 1, product or technology features. 2, breadth of portfolio. 3, application support integration. 4, market leadership. 5, vision and thought leadership. We're talking backup, cloud, big data, so on and so forth. And the clock starts right now. Input your answers on your little remote devices there. Everybody's going to town. That's awesome. And we're going to count it down. It should be like 3, 2, 1. And the answer is, leading by a long shot really, is product or technology features deduplication. What's your take on that, guys?
So, another good question. So, you've obviously gone a long way on this transformational journey. You got to, and by the way, not just backup, but Robert, is transforming archive at the same time, which we highly recommend everybody consider archive when
definitely.
you're thinking about backup. So, putting it back on EMC, a lot of vendors out there, a lot of big companies in this space. What was the one thing that you would say kind of brought you to EMC? I mean, what sort of closed the deal in your mind?
Well, for us, honestly, there are a lot of companies out there that can do storage. There are a lot of companies out there that can do backup. There are a lot of companies that can do archival. There are a lot of companies that can do enterprise content management, any number of other things.
Right.
But for us, there was really only one partner that we could identify that could give us a comprehensive set of solutions that were integrated and really allow us to not meet only technology needs, but to leverage technology to meet specific business needs.
Right. So a couple things I just picked up there. One is around the notion that we believe that this industry is changing so much that a single one-size-fits-all solution, which may have worked well for the last 20 years, won't work well going forward. And we also believe we're kind of in a unique position. We own a lot of the stack, from the storage, up to the hypervisor, tight relationships with application vendors. So that's a really great story.
Michael, I'm getting the signal that we're just about out of time now. Before I toss it to you for the final, just a very brief recap of kind of what we heard here today. Archive and backup matter. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, definitely.
Take us home.
You know how to really kind of bring it home. So absolutely, backup and archive matter. So one of the things I'd like you to take advantage of, we just had a short time with Robert, but I'm sure he'd be willing to hang a few minutes for you to talk once we wrap up, and so I encourage you to do so. Plus, we got all kinds of wicked smart people from EMC across the booth here, so take advantage of them. Ask them your toughest questions, and get some really good answers.
And I think we have a final drawing for the grand prize, which is the headphones, right?
Noise canceling headphones. I'm going to ask our
Robert
guests
will give you the honors.
do the honors. Pull
You
them.
guys ready?
It's number 13.
Oh, lucky 13.
There he is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, sir, while you come up and gather your prize, we're going to say pretty much so long. I think that's
bet.
it. We're out of time. Thanks, everybody, for
Robert,
stopping
thanks a
by and
lot.
checking
Thank
us
you.
out live in Vegas at EMC World 2013. I'm Paul Garangelli for the guys. Appreciate it. Stick around if you have any questions. All the experts are here to answer them. And also see Leslie for the free t-shirt, how to pick that up. All right? Thanks for watching Backup Game Day Show live in Vegas. You guys were great.